Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Portouls Podcast. This is episode 17, Portouls Podcast, Tijuana to Vegas, with your host, with the most, ist Dana Dow, Red Ivy, Big Grins, and New Cash Records. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? I'm excited. I'm always excited. This year is a 9 year. It's a year of completion. It's popping off, dude. I've put in a lot of years of hard work and dedication to being an independent artist, and I am very successful. And I can happily say that I have my own record label now. This year, 2025. Was the birth of New Cash Records officially. I'm able now to sign artists. So if you're an independent artist or an upcoming artist that needs help, mentorship, recording, maybe just another pair of ears to check out your music and give you some pointers, definitely DM me, comment here, comment on everything. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me about new topics that you might want to hear about in the future about Tijuana or Vegas. But that all happened in the first season of Tijuana to Vegas. That was episodes 0 through 14 or 13, I believe. Now we're picking up the second season. We started with episode 15, 16. This is episode 17, I believe. But now we're in Vegas. We're with Big Grins. Now, 2025, I started off. I put out a debut album for Red Ivy, which is it's gangster rap from Tijuana. It's just grimy d-boy grunge ghetto rap, and he put out his album on New Cash on 111. The name of the album is Sin City with two eyes. And there's some good tracks on there. Check out the newest music video from Red Ivy titled Dead Poet's Dream. It was awesome. I got to meet up with a graph artist down in Barrio Logan while I was out there filming some music videos and finishing up some recordings for the American Dream Part 2. Not to mention that American Dream Part 3 isn't almost completed. However, the Dead Poet's Dream music video is super awesome. It's 100% DIY. If you're into graph, DIY art, music, and just really cool just do-it-yourself stuff, check out the video Dead Poet's Dream with my boy Anonymous, will not be mentioned, but you can see him there. He threw down a sick-ass mural of this logo, of my Portals logo, because this is all under the Portals umbrella. So what happened is that Portals and Red Ivy came together and, basically Portals, which is I, Dana Dow Jr., I just dropped my name because I got sick and tired. I'd rather just have it be a band name and be, who knows who's in the band, because it's always changing. And as an independent artist, I was going by Dana Dow, and then I just decided that I just don't want to make it about me. It's about the music, and it's about everybody who will participate in Big Grins because it's part of Portals Collective. So everybody is welcome to come to the shows. I'm going to start playing out this summer. This is the summer of Big Grins. This is the year of Big Grins, actually. So 111, Dead Poet's Dream, and Sin City came out with that full album. And then I met Jimmy Hooks online, and we started collaborating, and now we have this amazing thing called Big Grins. So Dana Dow plus Jimmy Hooks equals Big Grins. And I want to give a shout out to all my other bandmates from Fans of Jimmy Century that have been supporting me from the beginning. Shout out to my boys that I've been doing on the production tip and making sure that everything is coherent and top notch. Even though I must confess, the American Dream was recorded in its entirety on this cell phone that I'm recording this on, and a $7 pair of Bluetooth headphones. And this is the birth. Sorry. This is the birth of. See, I'm not a professional podcaster. You can tell I don't have my water, I don't have angles. But hey, this is me, this is DIY, and this is how I do. So, but yeah, so 111 was Red Ivy's debut album. He'll be coming back next year. I don't know where he's at. But right now he's off. He did Dead Poets Dream and then he just disappears. He's like abracadabra. Poof. Um, but out of that, I linked up with Jimmy Hooks. Shout out to Jimmy Hooks. Thank you very much. We will definitely meet in person. This has been an online collaboration. Since I've been making music for 25 years in my genre that I call urban sci, which is already country trap, what they're calling country trap now, mine's a little bit more psychedelic. So for this new project, Big Grins, I toned it down a little bit. Thanks to Jimmy, I was able to get beats that were a little bit less dark or a little bit more easy listening is the word that I would say. And I introduced the same vocals that I did with Portals, which is my Johnny Cash style haunting vocals. The American dream, it can't be bought. 50 stars, 13 stripes, say a lot. A little taste of my vocal a cappella. But no, I'm excited, guys. So, as you know, I am New Cash, baby. I'm the New Cash. New Cash Records. That's how it is, baby. That's who we represent. 13 for the 13 stripes on the flag of the United States of America, baby. It's all about the stars and stripes. And it's always about the underlying or the subliminal message that I put out, and it's always love. You can go back and look in Portals and analyze it and profile it, and it's very, very dark, and it's not for everyone. I don't recommend the album for people who are not accustomed to industrial music, new wave, dark wave, like very Nine Inch Nails, Depeche Mode meets Johnny Cash in a nutshell, sprinkled with all of my spice of Dana Dow Jr. Speaking of, shout outs to my pops, Dana Dow Sr., the original burner, who I learned everything from and continues to be my hero until this day. Also, my sister, shout out to my sister. She's battling stage 4 cancer. And my dad died of cancer also. My grandmother died of cancer. But guess what? We live in 2025 where there's cures for everything and anything is possible if you put your mind to it. It's all about frequencies and mindsets. So earlier today, I had recorded a long note or whatever that I wanted to share as part of my podcast or whatnot. And something interesting happening. I was trying to upload it. I tried it from my phone. I tried it from my computer. I mean, it's a MacBook. It's gonna work, right? But for some reason, it didn't. And for about 2 minutes, I found myself frustrated, and I had a little bit of anxiety. And this is something that I've been working on for close to a decade now. So I'm pretty in tune with my emotions of what I'm feeling and what's going on and kind of like how to like pinpoint it and then kind of just connect the dots of what's going on with me inside. So I recorded this like 40-minute thing. I don't remember how long it was. It was my podcast, which you're seeing now. But in that one, I was unshaven, and it was maybe it wasn't what it's supposed to be. Maybe this is what it's supposed to have been. I don't know. I don't care. All I know is that I'm able now to self master certain emotions. I'm still working on my self mastery. It's an everyday thing. And I thank God for all the patience that He's given me. And I thank my family for supporting me in everything in my health journey. As you can tell, I've lost 30 pounds in the last couple of years. Um, my health was depleted gravely due to intoxication of drugs and alcohol. I've recovered from those addictions. Um, no, I don't go to AA. No, I'm not part of a program. No, I'm not affiliated to any church. No. I'm 100% independent with zero affiliation to anyone at all. I'm a freelancer and 100% DIY. Dana Dow Jr., CEO of New Cash Records. And that is a legit label that you can be a part of. It's been 25 years in the creation and in the making of everything that is New Cash Records, the Portals umbrella, and what is now Big Grins. Um, After all of these dark years that I went through, or the first half of my life was pretty dark. I grew up fast in the School of Hard Knocks. However, I was very blessed and lucky enough to have a great education thanks to my parents and my grandparents. Even though my parents might have been around at times, my grandparents took care of me and they gave me the education that I needed para poder hablar español y saber que soy de Tijuana, carnal, y que no hay pedo. Aquí estamos al 100. No pasa nada. Soy bilingüe, soy de Tijuana, es parte del show. So, anyway, a little bit of my Spanglish. It's funny because it's true. But also no, like I remember when I first moved to Tijuana before I came to Vegas. I didn't know any Spanish. Spanish is my second language, and I didn't learn it till the age of 9. I probably didn't. I went to school in Mexico during my sophomore year of high school, so I could perfect reading and writing Spanish. I think being multicultural, multilingual, and working on yourself and self-discovery is the most important thing. I found in my journey as a mental health advocate that it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to not feel good all the time. And a lot of people have depression and anxiety, and they might not even know it. A couple things is like maybe you don't want to answer the phone when your friends are calling. You don't feel like getting out of bed. You don't have a normal routine. You feel foggy. You really just don't want to be out or see anybody. And you kind of lost that spark, that essence of who you are. You know what I mean? So that's what being depressed is. Um, I'm medicated. I won't disclose what medication I take because that's my own personal thing between my psychiatrist and my therapist and whatnot. But I can tell you that about 7, 8 years ago, I had a near-death experience where I wanted to take my life. I wasn't in a good place. Um, Thank God that Metropolitan Police Department of the City of Las Vegas and Joe Lombardo himself knocked on my door after I put up a post on Facebook asking somebody to please come take care of my dog. Um, Thanks to my friends or somebody out there, they contacted the police, and the police came in the nick of time. I don't want to get into details because I don't live there anymore. But some of my friends showed up before they did. Like literally, they saw the post, and shout out to my boy Camilo that came through, and to Norma, Arce, Chantel, to everybody that was there that day that I'll never forget. And thank you because that's the reason that I'm here today. And my friend Chantel just told me, she says, you know what's up, dude, is that you need to like turn yourself in to the hospital because you're not mentally well, and you need recovery and you need to get sober. And she's always been my ride or die homie that'll just like tell me the truth when it's going on. And I really appreciate people that are like that, just straightforward and just tell you what's going on so you don't have to ponder and think about it so much. I've always taken the path less traveled just because I enjoy learning on my own and learning through life experiences. That's what graduating from the School of Hard Knocks is that once you graduate, it's a lifestyle. And I've spoken about how in the past how we're products of our environments. And then my friend Renee Jester commented, so let's change the environment, right? And that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm changing the environment. But the change started with me. It started from within, from right here, from my heart and in my mind, to be able to find spirituality through sobriety and through celibacy. I can proudly say that I can't even remember the last time that I did anything that was illegal, or been out of my mind frame or who I am. I am fully supportive of anything that is a holistic healing, a spiritual healing, anything that's led by a shaman or something natural. I'm all about it. I was highly against Big Pharma. I still kind of am. However, I've realized and come into realization that there are certain things that I need to take care of myself, and it was my mental. And, you know, I can tell you 1,000,000,000 excuses just like an addict would, but I'm not an addict. And if I am an addict, then I can tell you that I'm addicted to love and loving myself. And I'm addicted to music, and I'm addicted to spreading love, positive vibrations, uplifting people, making them smile, making them laugh, saying silly jokes, and just being cheesy because it ain't easy being cheesy, baby. Mickey Mouse Club forever. Nothing you can do about that, son. But yeah, I'm just stoked that after all that happened with the podcast that I was recording earlier, and I tried to recover my file. And what the reason is, and I discovered this, is because my mind moves too fast. If I speak for too long, I start getting, my dyslexia starts coming back. There's a lot of things that I've overcame. Right now I have a small migraine in the side of my head here. These are just things that I feel and that I know that are normal for me and my body. Now, what I was saying earlier is that I felt something that I hadn't felt in a long time. And I got a message from a friend that I've known for about 20 years, and that I love dearly, dearly, and that has a huge piece of my heart. And I wanted to say congratulations to you for beating heroin in the ass and saying that to heroin, that to cancer, this to anything else you want to give me that I don't want. It's all about that nirvana, son. You know what I'm saying? Because if my friend was able to get off of H and I'm able to get off of all the stupid shit that I was doing, I never did H. It's never been my style. And the things that I've done, again, it's because of the way I grew up. I grew up fast, and the first half of my life was, growing pains and learning and all this stuff. But the second half of my life, which now I'm 41 or 31. How old do I look? Please leave a comment below. Let me know how old you think that I look. Anyway, okay, cool. So that'll be a little cool thing. I'm interested to see what your comments are on what my age is. What's my age again? What's my age again? Well, if I know that song, and I got all the Blink's albums when they came out, even Cheshire Cat, which you probably never heard, but you've heard of Blink 182 one more time. I'm a punk rocker from the 90s, guys. I definitely know about pussy pop punk or pop punk, whatever. I mean, Travis Barker is in that band, dude. Tom DeLonge and Mark Hoppus, also a cancer survivor. Shout out to my boys from Blink 182. They're from San Diego. They're from where I'm from. I'm from Tijuana, San Diego, Corona, like everything that's California. I was born in Harbor City, Los Angeles. I'm a Chicano. And this is what I was trying to explain to my homie from TJ. Okay, I can put all this stuff on my head and stuff because I'm from LA. All right, I'm from LA, homie, Los Angeles, Mauri. I'm from LA and now I live in LV, dogs. Now listen, I got all this shit on my head because it's a reflection of my past. This is my future. I got my ankh, my spiritual protection. 13, take it how you want to take it. When I was young, it meant something different, but now it means something different to me. It's just a reminder that now I have my Mexican American Eagle culture piece. It has the 13 stripes for the flag. I got my Mexican American Eagle protect with the piece under its wing, with the claws over the money, and just like I'm from 6646. My name's Dana. That's my area code, homie. I don't hide nothing where I'm from. I'm 1000% transparent. And that's what I have. That's my value, is that I have street credit. Do I have face value? I don't know. Leave me a comment. Maybe I'm ugly. Maybe I'm cute. Maybe you don't like my tattoos. Let me know what you like, what you don't like. Comment, dislike, whatever. Let's make it fun. But let's not like humiliate or hurt each other either, because I don't think that's cool. That's just called bullying. And I don't like using this word, but one thing that I hate are bullies. I hate bullies. I hate being bullied around. I was bullied around a lot when I was a kid. That's why I joined the gang when I was young. But all that ended before I was like 19. You know what I mean? And I started a new life. And ever since I turned 21, I never turned back. I've never done bullshit like I used to. I don't deal, I don't steal, I don't do none of that shit. I'm a straight shooter. I do music. I've always been punk rock. I will always be punk rock my whole life. That's just in my DNA. It's genetically modified for your family's enjoyment. Now, my American dream is in full fruition. I can't wait to show you guys the vinyl. It's in the mail. However, I'll show you guys the vinyl on full display later on. This is just for American Dream 1. There's part 2 and part 3. In January of 2026, on 111, I'll be releasing American Dreams with the Z. And it's going to have as many songs as the digital platform will allow me, because on vinyl you only get like 38 minutes and such. If you know vinyl, you know what I'm talking about. If it's about 13 tracks. So American Dream 1 has 13 tracks. American Dream 2 has 11 tracks. American Dream 3 has so many tracks that I have to cut it back down to 13. So if you get the vinyl, then you'll get special tracks that aren't on the digital versions. I'm bringing it back to I'm a 90s. I was born in the 80s, but I'm a 90s kid. I'm bringing it back to secret songs, vinyls, like alternate versions, B-sides, interviews, all kinds of weird different types of songs, demos, rare versions, acoustic versions, lost versions, a bunch of cool stuff. But American Dreams released next year on 111, which is all this has already been curated with Spotify. I've already made all the music and spent so much time on this project that I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that I have the energy to just keep going and going and going and going and going. But back to the feeling that I had earlier today. I did this like 40-minute podcast thing or whatever. And it was before I was all shaven up. Look at me. I look all dapper now. Got my Brixton on. You know how we do. Guns with Brixton, homie. I was feeling something earlier that I hadn't felt in a while. And first is when I move so fast sometimes, and I have to I'll do stuff at nighttime when I'm really tired, and I'll just work until I go to sleep. Then I'll wake up in the morning and think I still have to do it, and I'll go back and I'll be like, dude, I already did all this stuff. So I'm always setting myself up so the next day can be easier. That's why instead of waiting until next Sunday to do my podcast, I said, I'm going to wait later. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to get freshened up. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to pray about it. And then I'm going to record it and make it even better. Because if it didn't come out the first time, it's because it wasn't supposed to be there. But now we have this. And this is real life. This is as real as it gets. I'm in real time. And if you want to get with me, you got to get in real time, baby. This is the way it is. But all jokes aside, that feeling that I had, I lost like a 40-minute docuseries video that I did or whatever, that I'm obviously able to recreate a million times over. It's just me being myself, which is the best part. When you're able to get to the point where you're just able to be yourself, in any room that you walk into, you're always yourself. You don't have to change the way you are. You don't have to change anything about you, not even the way you talk. Now, you can probably notice that I'm cussing less and less because I'm training myself to use proper language. Of course, I can cuss and all that stuff, and I have gangster raps, but I'm a well-educated man. I went to school. I have 3 degrees. I'm going back to school to finish up being an attorney, and I will, and I will, and I will, and I am, and will be the #1 public defender in the city of Las Vegas, looking like this, with my tattoos and everything. Everybody says that I can't do this because of the way I look. Will you give more fuel to the fire? I've been a paralegal. I've been up and in those courts so many times, running papers, going to court, getting cases on me, all kinds of things. So that's why I'm going back to school. I'm putting all the stuff out. I'm getting all the albums and everything done because coming next semester, in August, not the summer semester, because I still have things to complete before I can fully go back to school and focus on my schooling 100% and become the attorney esquire that I am already in other countries. I'm a paralegal here. I'm very passionate about immigration law. I'm very passionate about making sure that families stay together, that children don't get separated from their parents, that spouses don't get separated, and that there's no type of catastrophes or traumas in the lives of young children, because I grew up through that and it's very difficult. However, I'm grateful at this moment, and I have to say to God, thank you, because if it wasn't for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I wouldn't be sober today. I wouldn't be able to post up this video, and I wouldn't be able to give the value of being sober and celibate and letting you know that this is the way. This is the path of the chosen one. Maybe not everybody's chosen. Maybe I'm not even a chosen one, but I chose myself. And when you choose yourself, then you become a chosen one. That's what being a chosen one is. It's choosing yourself to be #1 over everybody else besides the higher up, the above, the powers that be. So thank you to my Lord and Savior. You guys must have your own gods. Maybe you pray, maybe you don't. I'm not even religious, bro. I just learned about this character, and I like this character in this Bible, but it's derived from other religions. That's why I have the Ankh on here, but it's the Eye of Ra, but it's also the Ankh. So it comes from Egyptian culture, but I'm also Mexican American. That goes back to the Chicano thing, Mauri. I'm Chicano. This culture, everything that you see, these tattoos, everything, this comes from Los Angeles, cabrón. All right, now in Mexico and playas and everybody, they adapted the Chicano culture from Los Angeles and brought it down to Mexico. Now all that cholo shit and all that shit was from LA. Okay, I'm from LA. I was born in LA. I was raised in LA in Tijuana in Southern California, and I'm proud of it. Currently, I rep Sin City with big grins and portals and everything, homie. 311 is in the building because 311 is my official holiday. So every 311, you'll remember Dana Dow Jr., Portals, and you'll know that I'm inked out, baby. And there's no way we're coming out of this portal. But the most blessed part of everything was that when I recognized that feeling that I had, because the video erased, and I felt frustrated, I felt anxiety for a minute. But the self-mastery of being able to meditate, and it just took me 2 minutes of meditation. I took some deep breaths and I calmed myself. And I remember a member of my team saying, man, that sucks. I know it was a lot of hard work and that was a long time and a lot of information. And you've been working all day on this because I do clips and, I'm a content creator. I am the king of content creation. So if you need anything, get with your boy Dana Dow Jr. Anything from graphics to music to production. If you need a mentor, anything that you need. If you're a young artist, when I was growing up, we had no studios. My whole album, American Dream Part 1, 2, and 3, there's a vinyl press from it. From something I recorded with this cell phone and with a cheap pair of Bluetooth headphones. And I know as a producer, you're never supposed to record vocals with Bluetooth headphones. Everything should always be wired in. But I go against the grain. Okay? Maybe I'm out to lunch, maybe I'm not. But according to 3 state certified psychiatrists, I'm very much competent and I know what's going on. So if your last name is Harder, just remember, I go the hardest, homie. So anyway, good vibes, big grins is in the house. Let's remember that. So albums 1, 2, and 3 are done. It's a trilogy installation. The Saga will be available on 1/11/26. And so it'll be called American Dreams with the Z, and it'll have 40 songs. I don't know how much the digital platform will allow me to. Before it was 30, and then I don't know if it's more now. But however many songs they'll allow me to put on this digital album that will be released on Spotify on 1/11/26, you'll be able to pre-order it in November. So remember, I'm going to get back to you guys. I already have everything set all the way through the next year too. And this is what needs to be done in order to break through and be the breakthrough artist that I am. What it was is that I was born in an age where the internet didn't exist. I am pre-internet and now I'm post-internet. So I am the bridge and gapping it between the analog and the digital. So Portals, or Dana and Jimmy came together and they made big grins. And now we get to smile every day and we get to live our best lives because we are good people. We have hearts of gold. Our intentions have always been good. And we know who we are on the inside. And we know who we have to be for everyone else. And sometimes it's difficult because, in the words of my boy Tunichi, Lil Wayne, Dwayne Wayne, Mr. Carter, real G's move like G's in lasagna. Shh. Well, I'd like to go ahead and conclude this episode of Portals Podcast number 17. Big grins in the house. Just a last minute update. Go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, comment, follow. I don't know what platform you're seeing this on, but give it some love. Shake it up. Throw something in there. Sprinkle your spice on it, and let's light this up. You know what I'm saying? Let's blow this city up. Let's blow the town up. Let's blow the world up. Let's blow the universe up. Universal poet in the house with the music. Rendered at your favorite frequency, which I will not tell. However, what I will tell you is that Spotify artist I am Green Eggs and Ham. Wow, wow, wow. I don't have words because the English language is very limited. However, I'm an official Spotify artist. I've only been on Spotify for official artist for about a month and a half. And I already have thousands and thousands and thousands of streams. And that comes from 25 years of hard work. It wasn't just because I got lucky and I made a new project and they liked it. No, it's because I'm now able to record things on my phone using 3 applications. I'll tell you guys later in the tutorial about how I made the whole album. And by then I'll have more production and better cameras and angles so I can give you the full story scenario and show you guys exactly how I recorded with this phone. And when I go receive my awards, this phone is coming up with me and my headphones are around my neck, and I will record right there. And I'll do everything that's on American Dream is mostly off the top of my dome just because I have so much lyrics and it's just straight from the heart. The best way for me to sing is to close my eyes, channel my boys, Cash and Morrison and Morrissey, and Dave Gahan from Depeche Mode and Johnny Cash, and just really just pour my heart out. And that's what it is. So we now have Better Words came out. American Dream is the anthem of this year's 2025 4th of July. American Dream. You want to hear that song? If you're an American, listen to the song. There's no way that you won't love it. It's that new country trap. I've toned down my darkness a little bit because I'm full of light. I just cloak myself certain ways sometimes. Because I'm on a mission from God, guys. I'm getting the band back together, right? So, in the house, you already know, Portals, baby, 2025, 2026, and on. It's all about big grins, smiling, loving your life, loving who you are, practicing self-care, loving yourself, and just prioritizing God or spirituality in yourself, or spirituality, your family, then yourself, and then everything else that you might have. I don't know if you have kids or what's up. I am blessed enough at this moment to not have kids and be able to have the ability, being willing and able to go on this world tour that I'm going to take. I'm not allowed to announce anything. I didn't say anything. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an attorney. I'm not a psychiatrist or psychologist. I didn't say anything. I'm not leaking anything. I'm not saying anything. I'm not breaking any contracts. I'm not breaking any non-disclosures. I didn't say anything. Okay? I didn't say anything. I almost fucked up. See, now I cursed. Damn it. See, getting out of my frame because I'm getting too excited now. Namaste. I'm going to call myself. Namaste. Y'all go where y'all need to go. But just remember that the universe loves you. I love you. I'm sure many people love you. And just love yourself. If you can love yourself, the world will love you even more. This has been Portouls Podcast, Big Grins, New Cash Records, Dana Dow Jr., Tijuana to Vegas, episode 17. I'll see you guys when I see you.